All right, let's get right into it. What we're going to break down today is a super simple but really powerful playbook for turning a tiny ad spend into actual, real business. Now, we're going to use local pubs as our main example here, but honestly, the lessons we're about to cover, they apply to pretty much any local spot trying to get more people through the door.
Okay, be honest with yourself for a second. When you think about running an ad on social media, does it kind of look like this? A quick, blurry photo, maybe a simple caption like Quiz Night Tuesday, and then you just kind of hope for the best? Yeah, it's what most people do, but it's also the fastest way to just throw your money away.
And that really gets to the heart of the problem. As the source material so perfectly puts it, that kind of low-effort advertising is literally like pouring your hard-earned cash straight down the drip tray. You cross your fingers, hope it works, and then you just end up telling yourself, see, ads just don't work for me.
So, here is the absolute key difference you need to understand. On one side, you've got boosting a post. It's the easy button, it's lazy, and you guessed it, the results are weak. But on the other side, you have strategically building a campaign. This is targeted, it's smart, and it delivers a seriously strong return on your investment.
So first, let's just get real for a second and confront the harsh truth. Why is that easy boost button almost always a losing game? Well, here's why you have to pay to play these days. Organic reach is basically dead. We're talking less than 5% of your followers will even see your posts. Think about that. If you have 1,000 followers, that means 950 of them will have no idea your quiz night is even happening. No idea! But, and this is a big but, here is the good news. It is not about having a massive budget. Not at all. This is all about the secret of the £5 a day strategy and how really small, smart spending can deliver some huge wins.
And this is the big idea right here. You do not need to outspend the big chain pub down the road. You just need to be smarter than them. You need the right frameworks, the right templates to guide you.
And here it is, the magic number. This whole system kicks off with just £5 a day. That's it. That's your ticket to running ads that can actually seriously pack your venue. You might be a little skeptical about what a fiver can really do, right? Well, a real pub in Manchester used this exact strategy and got a 16 times return on their investment. Yeah, 16. Let me show you how they did it. Okay, look at these numbers. They spent just 75 quid. That tiny spend got them 20 teams booking tables for their quiz night, and that translated to over £1,200 in extra sales. That is how you get a 16x return on investment. A tiny, tiny investment that led to a massive return. It's incredible. So the big question, how do you actually do this? Well, it all comes down to a really simple framework. Let's forget all the confusing marketing jargon for a second. We're just going to call it the pub ad funnel. And it is all about turning clicks online into the sound of clinking glasses in your pub. It's literally just 3 simple steps. First, awareness. Locals in your area see your ad. Step 2, engagement. They like it, maybe they comment something like, "Oi, we'd smash this quiz," and they tag their mates. And finally, step 3, conversion. They actually go and book a table or just decide to walk in. It's that simple. It's logical, and man, is it effective. All right, now for the part where the rubber really meets the road. This is the most actionable part of the whole strategy, the templates. This is how you stop guessing what might work and start using proven formulas that you know get results. And I absolutely love this analogy from the source material. Think about your ads just like your menu board. You have a structure that works, right? You don't rewrite the whole thing every week. You just swap in the details for this week's special. It's the same idea. So check this out. Here's a perfect example, a quiz night template. The hook is just a bit of fun banter. Who's the cleverest team in town? The targeting is super local, just a 2-mile radius, plus people who are actually interested in trivia. And the budget? Tiny, £5 a day for the 3 days right before the event. And you can just adapt this for anything. For match day, the hook changes to red or blue side Sunday. The targeting stays local, but now it's focused on football interests. The budget's a little higher, £10 a day, because you're running it over the weekend for a bigger event. See how that works? The framework stays the same. You just swap out the details. Okay, so you're running the ads, they're looking great, but how do you know if they're actually working? This brings us to the last and maybe most important piece of the puzzle, measuring what actually matters. It's time to move away from vanity metrics and start focusing on bums on seats. And that brings up a really crucial question, doesn't it? What is the real scoreboard for your ads?
are you even looking at the right numbers? Because this is where so many people go wrong. They get all excited about the vanity metrics, likes, views, shares, but you can't pay your rent or your staff in likes. The business metrics are what actually matter: the number of tables booked, the real sales that came in the door, and your overall return on investment.
The single most important metric is return on ad spend, or ROAS. And the source material just puts it so perfectly. It's just about figuring out how many pints did your 5 pounds turn into. When you start thinking like that, you realize ads aren't a cost at all. They're a money printer. And look, this isn't just about getting a few one-off wins. The real goal here is to build a system that generates consistent, repeatable business, week in and week out. And here's how you scale it smartly. You test a few different ad designs, you find the one that works best, and you double down on that winner. Then you start layering on different places to show the ad, like Instagram stories. And finally, you stack your calendar, creating this constant rhythm of promotion. Quiz night this week, match day next, then the Sunday roast. And when you do this, something really fundamental shifts in your mind. Ads are no longer just another line item, another expense on your spreadsheet. They become the single biggest lever you can pull to actually increase profits and grow your business. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Next time you look at your marketing budget, I want you to ask yourself, are you looking at an expense you're trying to minimize? Or are you looking at a money printer that you just need to turn on?